Hello everyone, today we're gonna talk about go zones. I think go zones are like an important aspect when it comes to the game in general. It's not only about destroying the go zone itself, because there are like different mechanics when it comes to the go zone in general. So it's not only about like dunking in points and just like moving on with the day. So we're gonna talk about the different mechanics like about the go zone in general and what happens like after you destroy it. What can go zones even do? Now that's a question we all ask, right? So the main thing they do is just like healing you and like giving you shield when you stand on it. So the next important thing about go zones when you want to destroy them are overdunks. Because overdunks are like really important when it comes to like at the end result of your score. So what's overdunking in this game? So every go zone has like a max cap until it's like destroyed, but you can always put in more points in like after like there's not a lot of points left, like the rest amount of points which is like kind of left will be added to the end score, and that's like really important, which can like in a lot of cases can like help you out in like winning a game by just like over capping a score. So you have to like kind of imagine there's a glass with like where you can put like only amount of like water in it. Everything which is like overflowing the glass always counts towards the main end score. The more overcap you have, the better it is in the long run in the match. Now we're gonna talk about the actually like important mechanic when it comes to this game, and that's like destroying a go zone. One part of destroying the go zone is like I always said, like overdunk, and after destroying a go zones, they're like different mechanics, right? And there's like something you have to kind of remember. Every time a go zone is destroyed in this game, minions in the lane, they stop spawning completely. So instead, NDDs spawn on the side where the go zone was kind of broken. So if you destroy the go zone on the enemy side, the NDDs spawn on like the enemy sideline, and if enemies destroy your go zone, NDDs spawn on your side. So why is it important? If the enemies destroy your go zone and the NDDs spawn on your side, that means like your enemies are forced to always like go to your side to like take these NDDs, because like these NDDs, they don't spawn on like the enemy side until like you destroy their go zones. So that means like you have like technically like way more farm than like the enemies in general to just like gain like a lot of XP to just like come back if you're like kind of behind. Alright, let's talk about Altaria, because they're like depending on the go zone as well. Altaria, they always have like fixed spawn timer in lane. It doesn't matter like when you defeat them, they're always gonna spawn at this specific time until like the go zone is broken. So remembering the first maybe like 2 or 3 like Altaria spawn timers like really necessary. The moment you break a go zone, the Altaria are gonna spawn on the side where the go zone was broken until like the go zones, the first go zones of both sides are destroyed. Then they're gonna start spawning in the middle again. So when the go zone is broken, then those Altaria, they don't spawn at the same like fixed timer as like before anymore. They're gonna start like spawning way earlier, like 25 seconds earlier than their usual like spawn timer. So we talked about like how Altaria are gonna spawn like on the side where the pet was broken, but there's like one thing you can do to make Altaria like still spawn like in the middle after you break the enemy pet. In order to make the next Altaria wave to spawn still in the middle after you break the pet, is you have to kill the Altaria first before you destroy the pet. If you kill the Altaria before destroying the pet, the next Altaria wave is still gonna spawn like in the middle. If you break the pet first and then kill the Altaria in the middle, the next Altaria wave is gonna spawn on like the enemy side. It's always best to remember that you try to like kill all the Altarias first before you destroy the pet, if you want to have the advantage of birds being in the middle instead of like the enemy side. If Altaria is still in the middle, that means like they're still like close to your go zone, so you can always like go back and just like heal up, especially if the enemies try to like contest the mid birds. Alright, that's it for the video. I hope you liked it, and I'm gonna see you next time. Bye. Bye bye.